Hey Liam,
Hello.
you came second at NCG Extravaganza for Digimon, didn't you?
That I did do.
Alright, I'm taking your deck profile.
Okay.
Show me what you got. What did you play with?
So, Owen Casey convinced me that Imperialdramon was the best deck. So I played Imperialdramon because the month beforehand, same format, EX2 BT9. He came first to the 32-man event in Dublin. So I played a very similar list. Don't fix what ain't broke kind of vibes, I suppose.
Nice.
So this is kind of like a double up deck profile because we didn't get a chance to record his. There's only small tweaks, but it's pretty much the same concept. So we start off with the eggs. We got the 4 WV, draw a card when you swing with jamming. And then the Ubermon as a 5th egg because you can cycle through most of your rookies. So it's good to have the 5th egg into decks like Musket, and Security Control, and Mastamon, decks you have to grind your way into, and you always have a rookie to be able to throw on those. And then for the rookies we were speaking about, jamming. Jamming is really good this format because your opponents play big dudes and you can just jamming over them, which is nice. And then more VMans, we play this ratio, 3 of the one that reveals 3 and adds a free, and 2 of the one that reveals 4 and adds a 2 colored thingamajigger. So this is our lineup for the VMans. Honestly, you could bump this up to 4 because this one was really good. Looking for your level 4s is really important because you want to be able to see the jamming XVmon to be able to put onto your 4 Labramons, which is the last rookie we're playing. Arguably we could be playing like 1 or 2 Madoki Betamons, but we found that this was the coolest ratio. But Labramon is if you swing with jamming, gain a memory, meaning you only really need 2 memory to start your turn, where you have this in the back with an XV on top of it. You bring up with the XV swing, go up to 3 memory because of the Labramon, and then you have the 3 memory for Stingmon to do one of your little OTK combos. Then move it on to
combo. What is this? Yu-Gi-Oh?
Combo, crazy. 4 XV. It's got jamming, and it inherit gives something jamming, which is really important. 4 to Stingmon, these are your combo pieces. We only play 2 Elytramon because we cut down on the VMon numbers to fit in the Labramons, meaning this gets to Digivolve out the VMons for 2. When you play a Labramon, you have to Digivolve for 3, and it can only Digivolve on green, so you can only ever Digivolve this onto a VMon in the back. So that's why we had to cut that down. And then the last level 4 we play is 1 Lobomon. I know Owen was playing Kumamon because it actually has an effect, but this is 5k, meaning you can, let's say in the mirror for example, beating over their XV that's after swinging. It's nice. It's just a hybrid that goes for game most of the time.
And you have the alternate of it.
And yeah, Kumamon, we don't have the alter for that yet. It is coming out soon, so maybe I might switch to the Kumamon. But I prefer Lobomon because yes, like you said, it has an alter.
The Lobomon alt art is gorgeous.
It is really nice. On to the level 5s. Speaking of alters, I need to get 2 more, I'm sorry. This card's insane. This is your whole OTK. Pretty much.
OTK.
Your chipping enabler, you know, your humongous boy swing for jam twice kind of thing. Be able to do it on top of your.
He's your boss monster, basically.
He's your boss monster, yeah. And you also play a 2 Chimeramon. This is cool into like any decks that end on the big dude, and you can reduce the DP of the dude with the Chimeramon and then turn this into the Imperialdramon fighter mode to be able to shuffle back or bounce back a dude with 10k or lower, so this puts it under the threshold of 10k or lower. This is it for level 5s. You could like fit in a Dino B arguably, but we just wanted to keep it very linear. The deck does what the deck does, you just want to repeat that over and over again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, exactly. Level 6s is just for utility, so I need to get alters of these and the Chimeramons. We're on the way, we're slowly getting there, but yeah, this is just utility. This is really cool because we play a neat little option card later that makes this really cool, and this is utility, again, onto your Chimeramon to be able to bounce back dudes that are over the 10k. You can combo these two together. You can Digivolve this onto this for 2, which is nice. So if your opponent didn't punish you for going into this, then you can punish them back even more. And because we play 4 level 6s, we can arguably play the one Omnimon, which is nice to just go for games. Because our little option card makes it so we can go into this quite easily. For options, we play Memory Boost. You could play more of the Vmon Searchers, but in a format where everyone can pop the rookies you leave out on board, or bounce them back and suspend them and stuff like that, we prefer to be able to do the exact same thing where you go 3 deep into your deck to look for your pieces, and then be able to sack this for 2 memory. The reason we don't max out on these is because you go into decks to play like memory chokers and stuff like Gazimon and Madoki Betamon. So yeah, it's a neat little ratio having 2 of these and having a Vmon Searches. Otherwise you'd max out on one or the other, but for the current format we're in, playing 2 of these instead of more Vmon Searchers.
And again, you only had like 2 spare alt-arts, so...
No, I had a third alt-art. We played 2 Hammer Sparks because the card's really good. Security Bomb, somewhat. Yeah, I suppose we'll talk more about Security Bomb's Ice Wall. And we also played these. So like, it's really nice that Imperialdramon can afford to run Megadeth. You don't have to play like green OTK with blue or blue OTK with green. This deck can just have one of the best options that goes off in security, or that you have in hand that's okay to draw as well. Ice Wall, just amazing card, that's why it's limited. And Hammer Spark, again security, but it also, like, when you have Davis, you can Hammer Spark up to 4 and start doing your Imperialdramon Dragon Mode shenanigans. So yeah, that's it for the ratios. It's just we gotta fill spaces. This is the neat little card we were playing that lets you go into the Dragon Mode for free. If you don't swing with the Imperialdramon the second time, you hit the potential, suspend the Imperialdramon, go into the Dragon Mode. Dragon Mode, bring out 2 more guys. Those 2 guys turn into new Imperialdramon. If you have the Dual Tamer, this guy, your Dragon Mode can also be unsuspended when you're going into him after the hit potential. Again, bonkers card. You should always play cards that are on the ban list. They're on the ban list for a reason. This card's really good as the ratio for Tamers. Davis isn't just a memory fixer, you need to see your pieces. He always grabs 2, sometimes, you know, it's nice.
And Lobomon.
And he can grab Lobomon, yeah, that's the main thing. And this card's just insane for resources. If you don't ever, like, if you have this in hand, you never really want to play it. But you play 3 of them to make sure that it's at least one's in your security. So when you're getting chipped at, you get to punish them back by having a load of memory.
Also,
yeah.
it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, cheers, thank you. Yeah, I'm surprised that the deck did well. Owen told me to play it. When we were testing at home, I kept bricking with it. He's like, how? It's impossible to brick with Imperialdramon. But I did. But I still brought it with me. I was going to play Mastamon at the event, but we changed last minute. Imperialdramon. First matchup was the Mirror. Second matchup was
Blue Garuru.
Blue Metal Guru, yep. Round 3 was Commandramon. And round 4 was Blue Melga again. And then round 5 we had to play against Mastamon. Game 1 we managed to rush them very fast. Game 2 we didn't see any level 4s, and game 3 his security was stacked. So look, the cards played the way the cards played. I'm happy the deck did what it did.
You get him next time.
Get him next time, yeah. I mean, statistically it's going to lose eventually, even though it's the best deck in the format, but it's going to lose eventually. Yeah, so congrats to Owen for winning the 32-man event with this, and congrats to me for
winning the
coming second.
NCG. Coming second, yeah.
Coming second.
You still really well.
We've got 2 more tournaments this week, so I'm going to try to squeeze in some wins with this.
Awesome. Thank you for the deck profile.
No worries. Thank you for it.
Happy birthday again.
Cheers. Cringy. You still recording?